Mount Fuji, Japan's iconic mountain. There is no denying the majestic beauty of Japan's greatest active volcano. This awe-inspiring landmark, although gargantuan in size, is unimaginably elusive to the naked eye, only materializing when all the right conditions are met. Come with us as we embark on our quest in search of the best views of Mount Fuji. Do we find what we seek, or will the pool of modern-day comforts lead us astray, costing us more than we bargained for?
So you're taking the video? Where's your credit card? We need it.
Welcome back, guys. Today we are in Japan. Japan is an incredibly alien land. The nation of Japan holds a unique history and culture unlike any other country in the world. Very much into tradition, the Japanese people and their culture reflects a duality. Deeply rooted in tradition, valuing customs, etiquette, and rituals passed down through generations. Yet, Japan is also a global leader in innovation, from robotics and electronics to avant-garde fashion and entertainment. This juxtaposition is not limited to its culture, it's evident in everyday life. However, these contradictions don't create discord, much rather they enrich the fabric of Japanese identity, highlighting a society adept at balancing the old and the new, the quiet and the loud, the simple and the complex. A balance that makes Japan one of the most fascinating places on Earth. To the left. Whilst it is not completely clear where and how exactly the Japanese came to be, it is often accepted that the earliest inhabitants of the Japanese archipelago were the Jomon. The Jomon have links to East Asia, Siberia, and Southeast Asia. The other significant group that make up the genetic dominance of the modern-day Japanese are the Yayoi. The Yayoi migrated from Korean Peninsula and China. And last but not least, we cannot forget about the Ainu. Indigenous to Hokkaido and the northern regions of Japan, closer to the borders that separate the country from what we today call Russia, the Ainu were hunter-gatherers that lived off the land, and unlike the former,
let's go to the family mart.
The Ainu possess unique genetic markers that differentiate them from modern-day Japanese and are closer to Siberian populations.
Should we get some snacks or something?
I think it's good to eat the ika inside the parlor.
We've got dried fish, dried squid, whole selection of dried seafoods. Only in Japan.
Yeah. Let's go.
But it's not so simple. Subsequent migrations and cultural exchanges introduced additional genetic diversity to China, Korea, and other parts of East Asia. Maritime trade and regional interactions continued to shape the genetic makeup of the Japanese people.
I'm on a whole new level.
Whilst the Japanese makeup cannot simply be attributed to just East Asian and Southeast Asian elements, there are notable internal regional variations due to the archipelago's geography and historical population movements. Despite these variations, the Japanese people share a common genetic foundation contributing to a unique cultural and historical identity. Mount Fuji's last eruption occurred 300 years ago at the turn of the 18th century. A stratovolcano. Stratovolcanoes are typically characterized by higher viscosity lavas. This thicker, stickier type of lava is due to the higher silica content. Silica is the compound that makes up the mass of the Earth's crust. This higher silica content leads to steeper slopes and more violent eruptions. The last recorded eruption, being the Hoei eruption, was recorded in 1707.
Hi guys! Dito kami sa malamig na lugar.
If ever you find yourself in this amazing and beautiful part of the world, despite what you hear, Japan is very much a conservative nation and a working class society, valuing humility and modesty over bravado and individuality. The Japanese people are brought up to believe from a very young age, it is instilled in them through the education system that you must always be mindful and considerate of those around you. So if you come to Japan, please keep this in mind. And this is the general sentiment and the mindset of the majority of the population. And whatever you do, never be late. Always be on time for meetings and appointments. Being late shows great disrespect. So here we are inside the rest stop, headed towards, southbound. And in Australia, we have these things called driver revivers. And the whole slogan is stop, revive, survive. Guys, when you're out on the road, and I don't know how many of you drive, but if you drive long distances and you haven't had any sleep, this is a combination for disaster. So take some time out, there's no rush. Wherever you're getting to, it's more important to be safe and take some time out. And in Japan, they really make almost like an event out of it. There are places to eat, there are places to sleep. I think in this particular one, you can even go for the onsen, which is a Japanese style hot spring bath. There's even a viewing deck for Mount Fuji. So remember guys, with such facilities, it's not always about the final destination, the end point, your final goal. It's about enjoying the journey. It's about the process. So speaking of process, another thing worthy of mention is when it comes to professionalism and work and the process of work. The Japanese are very serious when it comes to professionalism. And they take their jobs very, very seriously. The customer is of the utmost importance, and they treat customer service on a whole different level. Never will you see in a Japanese retail environment or retail store the workers like on their mobile phones, looking up things on the internet. So I think a lot of countries can actually take a page out of Japan's book on customer service. Malaysia. But on a more serious note, professionalism is absolutely no joke, and customer service is treated with a sense of priority and urgency. So the last eruption occurring in 1707 happened shortly after a major earthquake. Whilst no lava flow was produced, the eruption instead ejected massive amounts of ash, burying nearby areas and causing widespread
And they
damage.
have this culture called omiyage. I think in Filipino they call it pasalubong. In English we call it souvenirs. It's like a big cultural thing here. So basically, if you work in a company, for example, then it's expected of you when you go on vacation and you come back from vacation, you buy something for your colleagues. So usually something like this, a box of treats, box of cookies. And it's basically your way of saying sorry for everybody picking up my slack while I was gone. And that's your way of contributing back.
Check it out. Check it up.
Check it out.
And now we head towards the observation deck located on the second floor of this particular highway rest stop. About an hour and a half drive southwest of Tokyo lies the Gotemba Premium Outlets, a must-visit destination for anyone looking to combine shopping with breathtaking views of Mount Fuji, a unique blend of high-quality brands and serene natural surroundings. This outlet mall is an experience that will leave you feeling rejuvenated. One of the largest shopping malls in Japan, the outlet features some 200 stores. The layout is inspired by the streets of a California town, complete with open-air promenades and a scenic backdrop. The location offers spectacular views of Mount Fuji, making it a favorite spot for photographers and tourists. The sight of the iconic mountain, especially during sunset or with snow caps, adds a unique charm to the shopping experience. Now, with introductions formally out of the way, let's get to the real bulk of the issue at hand here. The problem that persists in all modern cities and towns across the globe. In a world where globalization is happening faster than you can call a home delivery, things are happening at such an incredible rate, it's almost beyond our control. Consumerism. Consumerism is a social and economic phenomenon centered around the acquisition, consumption, and accumulation of goods and services. It is often characterized by the belief that personal well-being, happiness, and social status are closely tied to material possessions and the consumption of products.
New era. Here we go. New era. Yeah. You ain't never seen nothing like this. I'm about to blow your mind with a twist. Hit the lights, here I go, go, go. I make the rules, I run the show. Get ready, get ready, get ready for it. Get ready.
The economic driver. Consumerism supports economic growth, encouraging people to buy more, stimulating production, innovation, and employment. There is the cultural influence, shaping societal values and norms, often promoting material wealth as a measure of success or identity. Relentless advertising and marketing. Businesses fuel consumerism. Demand is created through persuasive advertising, branding, and the introduction of new trends. And of course, the environmental impact. High levels of consumption lead to overuse of natural resources, increasing the output of pollution and waste. This in turn can lead to unsustainable practices and undesirable outcomes.
In the video, why did you where's your credit card?
You need it.
In essence, consumerism reflects both the opportunities and challenges of living in a society driven by consumption. It can enhance quality of life, but also lead to overindulgence, debt, and ecological strain. We are promised happiness, convenience, and fulfillment. Yet we are always left yearning for more, somehow trapped in an endless cycle of desire and caught up in the illusion of ownership. It fuels economies and innovation, yet also fosters environmental degradation, societal inequality, and a loss of deeper meaning in our lives. The very act of consumption that aims to satisfy human needs often creates new ones, revealing a complex tension between progress and its unintended consequences. This paradox lies at the heart of modern life, challenging us to rethink what truly brings value and purpose. We must want what we have and not have what we want. Guys, I'm not here to bash any sector or speak ill of any business or livelihood of any group of people. The point here is to spend wisely, buy only what you need. And really what I'm trying to say is true happiness is finding contentment in everything we already have. The best things in life are free. This simple shift in mindset will bear the greatest rewards. The appreciation of every day, every waking moment, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. It's about appreciating the simple things, looking at what we have and not what we lack. I'm not saying there is anything wrong with building wealth, finding success in your careers, relationships, personal goals, or life. In fact, I'm all for achieving greatness. Master your craft in the pursuit of perfection. Excellence is a never-ending game of trial and error. Experiment. Life doesn't stand still. Life goes on, and the universe is in constant motion. Ambition is everything.
Wow.
The greatest gift to man is his ability to change his environment. Our thoughts and words become our lives, and the words we speak are a reflection of who we are. Guys, dreams are free. Success, wealth, and achievements only have meaning when they are grounded in gratitude and shared with others. Our ambitions must be guided by good intention. Our actions underscored by kindness. Build our dreams not only for ourselves, but also help build the dreams of those we touch along the way. Remember, it's not just about the destination. It's about the people, the moments, and the lessons we gather. As the Japanese believe, it's all about the process. So dream freely, give generously, and without account, as you would like to receive. And never lose sight of the simple joys that make this journey worthwhile. The best things in life are free.
Now we're gonna have a dinner at Family Garden.
You have to do your Mark Wiens face.